Clearview as a company was set up in 2005, 2006, just after I returned from my time in the States. I saw a tremendous opportunity to set up what I deemed sort of a higher end procurement service within the Irish market. Procurement hadn't even really been thought of as a word, wasn't even really in place as a discipline, except for many of the large multinationals. And I saw a huge opportunity to drive more competitiveness, better stability in supply bases within the Irish market. And my focus was to put together a solution of almost professional services delivered by people with procurement backgrounds to go in and assess organisations, see how they might improve and help deliver better sourced solutions. All in all, I've got probably about 17, 18 years working in procurement. I sort of fell into procurement, to be quite honest, through work that I was doing in the United States with Price Waterhouse. A lot of companies back in the early to mid 1990s would have been looking at other ways that they could compete, other ways that they could protect the longevity of their business and they could grow. They started to look at their cost base, they started to look at their suppliers. So I suppose that afforded me the opportunity to work with companies like United Airlines, like Allstate, who were fighting with new models that were coming out, such as the likes of Southwest. They had to change how they did things in terms of the planes they flew on, the specification of things. They had to drive more cost out. And that introduced the whole concept of procurement, a more strategic approach to buying and how you manage your suppliers. Having spent the years that I did in the States and being away for so long, decided to make the move to come back to Ireland. And certainly I always had designs on being my own boss and setting up a company, and my experience in procurement indicated to me that there was a huge opportunity, a massive market in that space, certainly with Ireland and abroad. The team that I have around me, they come from procurement backgrounds. They've been working in the procurement space for, in many cases, between 12, 15, 17 years. They've managed suppliers, they've managed key categories of spend. They have consulting skills, but they're procurement professionals. They understand and can relate to our clients and what our clients are looking to achieve. And they bring a very deep competency in the areas that we're buying in. So that can range from facilities to IT, to professional services, to raw materials, for example, within a manufacturing environment. Our clients straddle a number of different areas, and as a result they're buying lots of different things. So we're dealing with, say, for example, forestry and what that requires, from wind farms to haulage. We're dealing with insurance companies and the professional services that would require, to large-scale pharmaceutical manufacturing companies, where we're dealing with the procurement of raw materials, packaging, and all of the specific services around those industries. Clearview provides two main areas of services. One is professional services in procurement. The other is managed service in procurement. The professional services in procurement helps us to assess how organisations go about doing their procurement. Are they structured properly? How do they spend their money? What do they spend it on? Do they have the right skills in place? Do they have the right processes in place? And where are their gaps and how can they improve? And then we help them to address some of those gaps. In other areas, what we actually do is we manage aspects of people's procurement. That could be managing their suppliers, managing certain categories of spend, or managing the processes of procurement. That could be selecting a supplier, it could be managing contracts for suppliers. There has to be innovation in purchasing, there has to be innovation within the area of procurement. The types of solutions that we're offering are deeply analytical, they're incisive, they are about focus. And where the focus is, it's around your critical suppliers, it's around your critical categories. And we bring in the expertise of having delivered solutions across industries, from pharmaceutical to public sector to banking, in these areas that are proven, that work, that deliver not just savings, but also deliver better value solutions and longevity and more competitiveness to your business and the market within which you operate.